Yeah. I'll get back to wrenching on stuff soon, I promise. Just got back from another trip with my son, and I'm at this lovely storage facility. This place is pretty big. We used to go to live auctions here. You should see some pretty interesting stuff, but I just bought this locker for $300. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any Ford parts in it. They very rarely do. I was actually on my way to go get a locker in Omaha, Nebraska a couple days ago, and it had a Ford motor in it. Pretty nice Ford motor, but it canceled. They canceled it on my way there, so we made alternate plans, and my son and I just went and had some fun. So we're back now and back to work, and here we go. Small block Chevy, pretty obvious. I figure safe bet I can at least get my $300 back out of this motor by itself. I did a quick little search. This is a factory like C3 Corvette intake. It's an aluminum one. I did not look up the block yet or see what that block is. Usually I see cast number back here, but I don't see any. I don't know where else it'd be. I don't know if this is like a high horsepower build or what. I don't see any. 688 casting on the side here. I don't know if that's the casting number. I don't know. 167 something. I don't know. It's weird. It's blue. They're not usually blue. They're usually orange. I figure worst case I'll get my $300 back out of that. But there were some other things sitting in here, like my son pointed out to me a minute ago that there's actually snake skin in here. So yep, that is definitely snake skin. So maybe we'll find a snake in here. Not the kind of snake I'm looking for. Motor under here. Looking at the back of it, I assume it's another small block Chevy. I don't know. I haven't looked at it yet. I think this is an A-frame hoist. That's kind of cool. It might be able to be reused. I don't know. Maybe not. There's a set of headers. A set of rusted out headers. Look like fender well headers. I don't know. Those are probably Corvette, actually. That's probably what they're for. It's a C3 Vet. Kia saw, other stuff in here. That's an aftermarket torque converter. Couldn't tell you what. I know it is. Just recognize the color. I forget who makes those. Yeah. Is it B&M? Does B&M have the dark blue ones? Got a transmission for Chevy. Depending what it is, probably get $100 out of it at least. Cores usually sell pretty good. The Turbo 400 sell pretty easy. The Turbo 350s not so much. I assume that's a 350. I don't know what the hell I'm looking at. I know Fords. But hiding over here was another transmission. What the hell is this? Something here? Closed or something. There's another transmission here, so I don't know, is that another Turbo 350 or Turbo 400? I don't know. How do you tell? How do you tell the difference on these? Is it the pan? Can you tell the difference? Well, that pan looks different than that one. Alright. We'll look at what's under the cover here. Come on, be a big block. Oh, wait. That's a V6, Vortec V6. Okay, never mind. That's not. That's kind of disappointing. All right, well, they all can't be home runs. So unless I find something crazy in this little pile here, this is probably gonna be a wash. Like I'll get like, you know, basically. Yeah, after it's all said and done, I'll break even on this one, which is totally fine. Let's, you know, It's about taking chances. I like taking chances. Gambling's fun. Oh yeah, Pioneer pullout. Who remembers these things? That's a pull-out Pioneer. I had one of those in my 69 Econoline. That's pretty cool. Probably 40 bucks on eBay, I'm assuming. Just looking at it. Hose. Got a boat tank there for your Will It Run videos. Got a Suntech battery tester. Empty box. Another empty box. Garbage. We got a Happy Father's Day die cast. It's actually, nope, it's empty. Alright, well, there you have it. I told you guys I'd share with you these lockers when I buy them that are actually automotive related. I'm not going to get hurt on this one. I'll probably make a couple $100 on it, to be totally honest with you. Between the motor and the two transmissions. Like I said, I usually sell the transmissions as quarters when I find them. 100, 150 each. They usually sell fairly easily. Oh, someone told me that some of these cores are getting to be hard to find because people blow them up all the time. So, all right, I do have to figure out how to get this motor into my trailer by myself. And this facility sucks because it's all gravel. So, wants to see me get hurt. Yeah, drama, I know. I thought I had an idea, but that's as close as I can get to it. So, I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Let me think about this for a moment here. All right, so I got an idea that may or may not work. So give me a minute here. Well, I'm staying here thinking a little bit, and you know, it's nice sunlight is perfect time to take pictures of this thing listed on Marketplace. And I'm like, you know what? Someone's gonna want to see under the valve covers. So let's see under the valve covers. Whoops, that's fell. Let's do that there. Come on. That fell down there. That don't look terrible. Don't look terrible at all. Actually, it looks pretty clean in there. I mean, just lifters pumping down. Really, there's no excessive play. 462624 heads. So, come on, all you GM experts. What are the heads? Because I think they're 69, 300 horse, 350. I think that's what they are. You tell me. Quick search shows that these are not the ones I thought they were. They're probably one of the worst performance heads you can use on a small block Chevy. So, wah wah wah. So it's looking like this is probably the original motor out of a C3 Corvette. So, maybe I'll get my $300 back out of it. We'll see. Anybody want to buy a small block Chevy boat anchor? All right, well, let's get this thing loaded. So my idea is that the floor of my trailer is nearly the same height of the oil pan, so I'm going to try to just get it in there and see how it goes. We'll find out here in a moment. Let's land on me. Probably have my phone in my pocket, but I don't. Oh boy. Not so sure I could have gotten much luckier than that. Still a little bit lower. I'm gonna see if I can get this thing in here, because I threw these blocks of wood under here. So, all right. You learn to do lots of things on your own when you're by yourself most of the time. All right, I'm almost there. I gotta get this off of here though, and I think I'm gonna have to just take these bolts off because it's kind of wedged under there. All right, it's in. I didn't end myself. don't know if I'm allowed to say the word. So yeah, it was fun. Yeah, blocks of wood really saved me. All right, put you guys on the charger, and I'm gonna get some of the rest of the stuff out of here on my own. So what happened was I almost killed my little handheld blower. Make sure it still works here. All right, still works. These caster wheels do not roll as well as I thought they did at all. Oh, that's a brake. Oh, that's why it wasn't rolling. The brake was on. Okay, I'm a moron. Carry on. All right, I made a ton of progress. Yeah, slow and steady. That's how you do it. Slow and steady. Oh look, it's got oil in it. And done. And yeah, it's leaking oil, so I gotta do something about that. Great. And done. No big surprises. I think what this is, I think the feeling I'm getting from this unit was father passed away and the son cleaned out as much as he cared to clean out and left the rest, because all that was left besides the heavy stuff was a bunch of garbage. Well, that's my experience doing this. That's what I feel. Motor, I'll probably get 350, 400 bucks out of the motor. The one transmission was a turbo 350 short tail shaft. I already have that sold to a buddy for 100 bucks. So there's my profit. Top of the motor, as long as I sell the motor. The other trans is like a 1994 4L60E. Might get 50, 75 bucks out of it as a core, and everybody's gonna ask me if it's good and if they can get in their truck and install it and drive back to California, and I'm gonna tell them it's a core. It's sold as a core. Then they're gonna ask, well, what's a core? Yeah, you get the idea. So it's probably just gonna end up getting sent to the scrap guy. So that is it. Yeah, so back to wrenching soon. It's starting to cool off outside finally. So, all right, if you like these kind of videos, let me know. If you don't, let me know, because I got to keep the content going, right? All right, and away. Well, it's only a couple days later, and all I have left are the two transmissions. The Turbo 350, my buddy Alan was buying off of me. I got a couple people interested in the 4L60. That's what it is 4L60. So, yeah. But that's literally all I have left in the locker, is all that nice dolly that I inherited. I think my buddy's giving me like 60 or 75 bucks for the Turbo 350, and I think I'm getting about the same for the 4L60. So, I'm not gonna argue with that. So, I might get, you know, $1.25, $1.50 between the pair. I'm good with that. The small block Chevy sold right away for 400 bucks with the engine stand, and the Vortec V6, I even got the Vortec V6. I even got $100 back out of that thing. So I'm currently 200 in a profit. After I sell the two transmissions, I'll be probably 3.25, 3.5 ahead overall. I'm totally fine with for what was basically an hour and a half of work. And I ended up with this thing. We're gonna see if it's viable to keep around, because I always kind of wanted one for here. There's been lots of occasions when I wish I had one here, and I didn't want to spend the money on one because actual ones are kind of expensive, and the price was right on this one, so we figured why not give it a chance. I've had a couple of these chain hoists floating around here. Only half-ton capacity, so 1,000 pounds. And let's be honest, do you want to hang more than 1,000 pounds off of this thing? I mean, I don't think I would. Well, I'm gonna give it a shot right now. Let's see if it'll do things, I guess. Pretty easy to use these. Come on, go on. Oh, moving. What's the rear end weigh? About 250 pounds. Maybe 200 pounds. It's lifting it no problem. Hey, I'd say that's a success. That's holding it like a champ. Oh, it's my favorite part about the whole locker. Getting free, useful equipment for the warehouse. I ain't gonna complain about that. All right, well, hope everybody else is staying cool. I need to continue on and clean it up in here, so I gotta bring a car in here to work on, because I'm tired of just taking stuff apart. I want to actually get back to working on something. So we'll get that figured out soon, what we're gonna bring in here and get working on. Oh, well, thanks for hanging out again. We'll see you guys later.